begin with efforts to curb gun violence as tens of thousands took to the streets across our country in protest. Well, this was the scene at rallies around the country as people joined the March for Our Lives movement. It has spread to over 400 cities around the country, with Americans hoping to pressure Congress to pass gun control legislation. Protesters in Greenville and Columbia joined the call for gun reform with rallies here. News 19's Julia Kaufman has more on the change some protesters are hoping to see in the capital city.
No more silence and gun violence!
No more silence and gun violence. A chant familiar to many, a goal still waiting to be reached.
It's our colleges, it's Parkland, it's Columbine,
Yes.
it's Sandy Hook.
Right.
We need to say no more.
Following the recent mass shootings, including the killing of 19 children and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas, hundreds marched in Columbia, South Carolina for the second ever March for Our Lives rally.
It hurts having children of your own, knowing that school's not safe like it should be, churches, grocery stores.
March for Our Lives started in 2018 after the mass shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Columbia area teacher and mother Shawnette Leach is saddened that nothing has changed since then.
I'm tired of it. I personally have had 2 students in 2 years bring guns to school in class unknowingly.
She'd like to see a ban on assault rifles and wants it to be harder to access guns. On the other hand, protester Murray Miller would like to see efforts focused on mental health.
There has to be a deeper underlying cause for these terrible tragedies that are occurring.
While many signs had statements about guns, his sign stated, "Fund mental health."
I would prefer to see more of a preventive approach, which is starting early, helping kids learn to be able to control their emotions.
While South Carolinians may differ on how they'd like lawmakers to respond to the violence, many agree that enough is enough. In Columbia, Julia Kaufman, News 19, WLTX.
Well, the president responded to the rallies before boarding Air Force One in LA today. Biden called what's being proposed in Congress on gun control marginal, saying that more needs to be done.
Yes, keep marching. It's important. Look, this has to become an election issue. The way people listen, senators, congressmen, is when people say, this is going to affect my vote. Too many people are dying.
Well, this week, the House passed a series of gun control measures. They're not expected to pass the Senate, but negotiations are continuing in Congress for more gun reforms. The president added that he's optimistic about the gun control legislation being proposed by lawmakers.